So this is before and after of this picture, and I did follow 14 editing steps to achieve this. If you have no idea about editing or you're new to Lightroom, if you follow these steps, you should be able to achieve the same result with me. So first and first, I try to crop my image, and I put it 3:4, which is the Instagram aspect ratio. So that is what I do first. So secondly, I go down to the Optic menu, and I remove the Chromatic Aberration, and then I also enable lens correction. So next, I choose my preset to make my work faster. If you don't have a preset, you can copy the settings on the panel and then just follow the same steps. So as you can see, these are the settings on the panel for exposure, the contrast and all that. But here I'm going to try as much as possible to reduce the exposure a bit, and you can also make any adjustments if needed on this panel, which is the light panel. So next I'm going to move to the color. As you can see, the temperature, the tint has been done already for me, but I'm going to add to the vibrance and saturation positively, but I'm not going to do it too much, just a bit, the vibrance and the saturation. So the color mixture, nothing has been done, but for me I'm going to leave it as it is, because yeah, I think I'm still pretty much okay with how the picture is at the moment. So the next panel is effect. As you can see, a bit of settings has been done here already, so you can also follow this and copy the same settings. Here we're now on the detail panel. So basically we are here to sharpen the area that is needed to be sharpened in this picture, in this image. So but before that, we need to mask it by pressing the Alt key and then move the mask button. So still here on the detail panel, we are going to be reducing the noise on this picture. So we have something that is called the luminance noise and the color noise. So we are going to move this button, to reduce the luminance noise in this picture first, and then as you can see, all the noise has been reduced. So next we move to the color noise and also move the button to reduce the color noise on this picture. As you can see, the noise has been finally removed and the picture is popping out bit by bit. So next we want to move on to the lens blur. That is, we want to make some part of this picture blurry bit to make the subject in this picture pop out more and look nice. So here you're going to take this and then you can either positively or negatively blur this picture as you want. We are done on this panel, so we are going to be moving to the healing tool to see if there's any spot that can be removed in this picture. So I actually reduced the size, and I can't actually find any spot on this picture except one. So you can do this by clicking on the spot and the spot will be removed. So next we're going to be going to masking and select people. So here we'll be dealing with the facial and body skin. So we create, then we go ahead and click create. So here we won't be doing much on the light panel. In fact, we are doing nothing on the light panel, so we'll be going to color instead. So getting here, what we need to do here is we try to move the temperature positively and negatively to see what's going to suit the skin. So here I think positive is very good, and you don't want to do it too much. I think around this side is perfect, and I'm going to do the same with the tint. Check the positive and negative side to see what is going to suit the skin, because here what we are trying to do is to make the skin pop out a bit, and we don't want to overdo it. So here I think I'm okay with that. So I'm going to add a bit of saturation as well to make the picture, to make the skin rather looks perfect. So next we're going to be creating another mask for both the facial and the body skin again, but this time we are doing something different from what we did earlier. So I'm going to create these two masks, and we're going to go to the preset at the top there, and then click on smooth skin. So we can either reduce or increase the strength if needed. So we're going to create another mask, but here I'll be dealing with the body skin alone, because the facial skin looks lighter than the body skin. So here I'm going to be using the preset and click on lighten to increase the body skin lightening as well. So next I'm going to be creating another mask, and here I'm going to be dealing with the teeth and the eye sclera. So I'm going to create the mask and then go to the preset and select whiten teeth. So this is going to make the eye sclera and the teeth pop out. So I'm going to move to the lights panel. As you can see, the exposure has been done, but I'm going to add a bit of white. So I'm going to create another mask, and here we'll be dealing with the iris. So we're going to be using a preset which is the enhance eye. This will enhance the iris and add a bit of clarity. As you can see on this panel, the exposure has been done, but if you go down to effect, you'll see the clarity as well. Moving on, we'll create another mask, and we'll be dealing with the hair this time. So here there's nothing much to do on the light panel, so we move down to the color. So here we can positively and negatively check what is going to suit the hair in terms of changing the color. So somewhere around this negative, we're not going to do it too much. I think it's okay. So we're going to do the same for the tint. Try the positive and the negative side to see where we can actually pull this to suit the hair. So I think the positive side is not bad, so I'm gonna leave it somewhere here, and yeah, I'm gonna add a bit of saturation as well to make the hair pop out well. So next we're going to be creating another mask for the lips. So I'm gonna click create and then adjust the temperature just the same way I explained earlier, and I'm gonna do the tint, the temperature as well as the tint, and after we can as well as add a bit of saturation to it to make it pop out as well. But we're going to be creating another mask, and here we're going to be dealing with the eyebrow. So we'll be working on the light panel, which is I'll be bringing down the blacks a bit, and as well as I'm going to add a bit of contrast to it. So next we're going to be creating another mask, and here we'll be dealing with the clouds. So as you can see, the cloth has been selected, even including the shoe as well. So now we're gonna come to the color section and then click pick color to select the area of the cloth we need to adjust. As you can see, I've just selected the top, which is blue color. So I'm gonna make a bit of adjustments here. So next you can copy this settings if you want. So next we are going to be making adjustments on the shoe as well. So I'm going to pick the color first, and as you can see, I've just picked the color and it's showing on the panel. So I'm going to make adjustment as well to try both ways to see which one works best. We'll be creating another mask again, but this time we'll be using the select subject tool. This is going to select the subject. As you can see, the subject has been selected. So now we can go to the light panel and increase the subject exposure. You don't want to do it too much, just a bit. So because this picture already the exposure was too high, so I'm gonna go back to the main editing panel and leave the mask and try to reduce the exposure of the whole picture itself. So I think somewhere here is not bad. So I'm gonna go back to mask again and then back to the exposure of the subject. So I'm gonna increase it more a bit. So next I'm going to be creating another mask. For here I'll be using the radial gradient. So I'm going to spread it a bit around the face, make sure the feather is 100, and then go to the preset and select lighten. So as you can see, the face is a bit light up again. So then I'm going to reduce the strength because I don't want the face to be too light up. So I'm going to create another mask again, select the radial gradient again, but this time I'm going to spread it all over the picture. I mean the subject, just the subject in the picture. So after spreading it on the subject, I'm going to click on this invert here. So good. After then, I'm going to now reduce the exposure of the picture to somewhere that looks nice and appealing to face. So we are done editing this picture. As you can see, this is the before and this is the after of this picture. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this picture, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments and I'll try as much as possible to reply. Thank you.